Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's a strange one. Signing on, and basically, welcome back to my channel. And we all know Pokemon Bank is finally out for everyone. I've been playing like crazy anyway. Even now, I'm trying to hatch a shiny Honedge, which is not going well. I have like all of my boxes stuffed with eggs right now. I just need to hatch them right now. So, as you can see, the title of this video is 5 Pokemon that I really like from the Kalos region. So yeah, Pokemon X introduced like a very small batch of new Pokemon, and now and different abilities, and with those Pokemon come different shinies as well. So, basically, the fifth one on my list, the last one on my list, sorry, is Clawitizer, the lobster-looking Pokemon from Pokemon X. So basically, why he's on the list is basically, I'm gonna put the picture somewhere in here. Yes. So basically, it has an ability. Its only ability is Mega Launcher, which ups power of certain moves by 50%, which is still pretty good. And those moves are Water Pulse, Aura Spear, Dark Pulse, Dragon Pulse, and Heal Pulse. So it's pretty useful. And its design is awesome. It's like this lobster. This blue-looking lobster normally, and then, bam! When you get a shiny, which is very easy to do now because of chain fishing, you get a freaking cooked lobster-looking Pokemon. It's cool. So the fourth Pokemon on my list. So the next Pokemon on my list is Klefki. Here's a little story. Basically, when I first saw this Pokemon, before the release date of Pokemon X and Y, I was just like, what the heck is that? It's a keychain Pokemon. What is going on? Like, why would you make a keychain Pokemon? Ugh. And then I realized, wait. We always had a tradition of inanimate objects being Pokemon. I mean, take Magnemite, take freaking Garbodor and Vanillix. Yeah, I still don't like those two Pokemon, Garbodor and Vanillite, the ice cream looking Pokemon. But hey, they all can't be winners. So yeah. So it's the new fairy type, which makes it really good against dragons, and it's the newest steel type. It basically says, come here, dragons, and get spanked. Basically. So, what makes this really good? It's on teams. It's Prankster. Its ability is Prankster, which basically gives it priority over status moves. So Thunder Wave, Toxic. What else can it learn? So basically, and anything that can mess with your opponent. Perfect. It's even good for putting up spikes. It actually learns spikes. Normally, what am I doing with my hands? It actually learns spikes normally, so yay. So you actually have a built-in spike user. For the longest time, I didn't use Klefki because I was just like, what is this used for? And then I go on ZeroB.net and look at its moveset. I'm just like, it's perfect for putting it's perfect for putting Thunder Wave. It's perfect for paralyzing your opponent. It's perfect for just like being a complete tosser. So yeah, Prankster gives priority to those moves. And the next one, the third Pokemon on the list is Vivillon. So this Pokemon, I generally like bug types. Like, I usually make an effort to use bug types. In fact, in Gen 1, the first gen, I ended up using Butterfree, Venomoth, on both of my on almost all of my teams. They were perfect. They almost were good for putting things to sleep. They were good for things. This, on the other hand, this new Pokemon has so many like new things. It's like the new butterfly Pokemon. Um, Basically, it has two unique moves. It's powder, which basically it's a setup move. You basically toss it onto a fire type. If it uses a fire type move, your Pokemon goes poo. The target Pokemon with powder goes kablooey. So basically, it's basically a delayed explosive, and it's really good for taking care of like fire types on Vivillon, which obviously being a bug, it'll be fried to a little crisp. So yeah, and it also can have the ability of compound eyes, which is normal. It's a bug type. It has that eyes. It increases accuracy by 30% if I remember correctly, and it also learns Hurricane, which has a terrible normal accuracy rate, but with compound eyes it gets up to 91%, I think it was. And this move is 110 damage, base damage, plus it has a chance of confusing the opponent, which is crazy. And this thing is awesome because it also Vivillon can also learn Quiver Dance, which basically is a setup move. It increases your special attack, whatever. It's perfect. So basically, if you can get a Vivillon, slap on Quiver Dance, slap on Hurricane, you're set to like sweep things. Also, the fun thing about Vivillon is this generation, the bug type Pokemon, they're from different regions. You end up with different different patterns on the wings for the final evolution, which is Vivillon. I have Polar, which means that's a rather common things. Most of the Japanese people I've traded with are Elegant, which is like a purple-ish thing. So yeah, there's a lot of like value in that Pokemon, just even for battle, even for collection purposes too. So that's also fun, because everybody else in like the old games were like, oh, there's no point of keeping of like having a Butterfree. There's no point of having a Beautifly. There's no point of having freaking Venomoth anymore, because they're kind of boring Pokemon. But with this whole thing, they Game Freak actually changed the way Vivillon is handled, and he's actually a threat. My second, the number 2 Pokemon that I really like is basically the Goomy line. Here's a story time. So I'm playing through the game. I haven't hit the patch of road before. I haven't seen Goomy yet. So I'm just like, my friend decides to take me on in a triple battle. I get my ass whooped, and I see this Pokemon which is white, and it's dripping things. So I'm going, okay, what the heck? It should have it should be water. That was my guess, because it's dripping. It's like a slug-like Pokemon, but it's dripping something. So I'm just like, it might be a water type. So I send out Gavatula. I sap it with like thunder. It's not very effective. What the fuck was that? So I'm just going, pardon my swearing. So I'm going, what the hell is that? And I talked to my friend over on Facebook, and he's like, oh, it's a dragon typing. What? That does not look like a dragon. So I love that. I already love the design, because it's a gross type dragon, because we have the really magnificent looking dragons. We have a Charizard X and Y now, which look like dragons. We have like Garchomp, we have Salmonice, and what else? We have Dragonite, which looks like a standard. a Western dragon, I would say. It looks like Barney on like a weird day. So yeah, so it's a dragon type that doesn't look like a dragon type. Cool. And it has like a gross up potential. The French name actually includes mucus in it. And I just laughed at it because I'm just going, huh? Like, what is that? So it's a pure dragon. That's cool enough. It's a pure dragon that doesn't look like a dragon. It's cool. So, and then I go into my friend Safari. He has dragon types in his thing. And I pick up a Goomy, a Sliggoo actually, with Gooey. With the ability Gooey. So basically, if you touch it, if any Pokemon touches Goomy, sorry, poor Eevee, he gets his speed slowed by one stage. It's good. It's like a non-damaging flame body. So if you have two sweepers, Kumpf, and then he's stuck. He has his speed lowered and he's crippled. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then I look at his normal abilities, which is Sap Zipper and Hydration. So Hydration removes status effects when it's raining. That's a pretty good move too. And also, and the other thing is basically he removes and Sap Zipper actually like if you hit it with a grass type attack, its attack stat goes up. So it's good. It can also learn a bunch of moves. It can learn physical moves like Earthquake, the classic stuff. It's a very well-rounded Pokemon. And the Pokemon the Goodra I used in-game basically had Draco Meteor, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, and something else. So yeah, it's really good. It has really good type coverage, and it's a really sweet looking Pokemon. And if you look at it's shiny. I lost words. It's shiny. It actually looks. The spots on his head and his body turn purple, kind of like the lipstick I'm wearing. And basically, it turns into, instead of being white on his body, it turns into that really weird, like yellow color. It looks like snot. So the girl in me likes gross out things, and Goomy and Goodra, Sliggoo are awesome for that. So the last Pokemon that I like is the final number one Pokemon that I like from Kalos, originally from Kalos, is the Trevanent. Basically, it's a ghost tree. It remember that scene in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the Disney version? She's chasing through the forest. She sees shadows and they're like arms. Basically that. Basically that in normal form. Basically that in tree form. So it's an awesome, creepy design. All of the ghost types before didn't really scare me. You have Bayonet, which is not really scary. The Chalice Doll that has been thrown away, not scary. You have Duskull, kind of scary but cute at the same time. This Pokemon is just outright scary. If you read the Pokedex entry, I can pull it up on my 3DS. If you read the Pokedex entry, load already. The National Pokedex. Phantom. So its original form is Phantom. Name P. Type Ghost. So its typing is Ghost and also Grass, obviously. Here we are. So Phantom, this is Pokemon X actually. Phantom's thing. These Pokemon are created when spirits possess rotten tree stumps. They prefer to live in abandoned forests. Okay, that's creepy. But the Y version actually reads. Let me pull it up on my computer. The Y version actually reads. The Y version is just like completely creepier. This. And here we are. So the Y version is, according to old tales, these Pokemon are stumps possessed by the spirits of children who died while lost in the forest. Yeah, that's a little dark. It's like the freaking Legend of Zelda's Skull Kids thing. It's like people who are turned into the skeleton enemies. I'm not talking about the Redeads, but the something else. They're Pokemon's version of like dead children. That's creepy. Even Yamask can't make it that creepy. Yamask were ancient Pokemon, who ancient people who had died and come back as Pokemon. That's not as creepy as Phantom. Creepy. So yeah, it's a creepy design. It's an awesome creepy design. It's like, it reminds me of everything that, and every good horror story could, every good horror story when you were a kid. It's just like, it's awesome. And in battle, it's awesome also, because it has, its hidden ability is Harvest. Basically, if you find it in like the Friends of Ari, it can have an ability called Harvest. Basically, this allows you to recycle berries, berries every time you battle. So this makes it really good. It makes it. It's already very frail because it's a ghost type. If it gets hit by a ghost and grass type, if it gets hit by a fire move, you're gone. So basically, most people run substitute on it and have Harvest and like a citrus berry, which is the healing berry, and basically Trevanent reaches up and and eats the and heals himself for it. So basically, he has a never-ending healing supply of healing items. So this is awesome. And the icing on the cake is shiny Trevenant. Let me show you this. I have it on my Pokedex right now. So that is shiny Trevenant. It has, it looks like a tree in autumn, basically. The normal... Let me show you the comparison. So the normal arms and like the little tuft of grass on his head, it's green instead. And then for shiny, it goes that color. It goes orange. So yeah, it looks like a tree in autumn. That's a really cool Pokemon. So it's cool. Its shiny is awesome. It's really good in battle, and it has really nice potential. I hope Game Freak continues making these awesome designs. I know Aegislash isn't on here, even though I'm breeding Aegislash right now, but I'm not a big fan of Aegislash because it's the sword Pokemon. So yeah, so Aegislash is not really fun, but it's a fun Pokemon to look at. So yeah, comment below or wherever YouTube put it. Tell me what your favorite Pokemon are from this generation, actually, because I know all of us have favorite Pokemon, and it is simply awesome to have Pokemon that you really like to use and basically do that. I love Eevee. Wouldn't be able to use her in battle, but but she's cute. So basically, yeah, why do you like those new Pokemon? And I know I'm sort of biased here because these are the Pokemon that seem to be from X only. I'm not a big fan of a lot of like the new designs, but these are the new designs that actually make me happy. Like the other Pokemon. So yeah, basically, ignore my rambling. Ignore that little bit of rambling. Basically, Pokemon designs. What will you, what are your favorite Pokemon this generation? And why? Are they good in battle? Do they just look awesome, shiny? Or do they have like some aspect of it that scares you or makes you really happy? So yeah, this is a strange one signing off. Hope you enjoyed my video. See you.